Students, welcome again. Ranjan Srivastav here. I am your science teacher from Ikra Primary English Medium School branch. Now I am going to start again the same chapter number 2, which is part 2 of this chapter, that is component of food. Now children, we are going to study about fats. Test for fats. See at page number 11. Take a small quantity of a food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Take care that the paper does not tear. Now strengthen the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have an oily page? Hold the paper against light. Are you able to see the light faintly through this page? An oily page on paper shows that the food item contains fat. The food item may sometimes contain a little water. Therefore, after you have rubbed an item on paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that may have come from food, it would dry up after some time. If no oily page shows up water up after this, the food item does not contain any fat. What do these tests show? Are fats, proteins, and starch present in all the food items that you tested? Does a food item contain more than one nutrient? Do you find any food item that does not contain any of these nutrients? We tested food item for three nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There are also other nutrients like vitamins and minerals that are present in different food items. Why do we need all these nutrients? So students, fats also provide us energy to body. In fact, fats gives us more energy as compared to carbohydrates. Some of the plant sources of fats are nuts such as almonds, cashew nuts, and groundnuts, and oil such as coconut oil, mustard oil, sunflower oil, and soybean oil. Some of the animal sources are milk, cream, ghee, butter, eggs, fish, meat, etc. Now let's study test for fats. Take a small quantity of the food item to be tested. Wrap the food on piece of paper, then dry the paper by keeping in it sunlight for some time and observe the paper. If you observe oily patch on the paper like this, it indicates the presence of fat. No oily patch means no fat. Understood everyone? Now students, what do various nutrients do for our body? Carbohydrates mainly provide energy to our body. Fats also gives us energy. In fact, fat gives much more energy as compared to the same amount of the carbohydrates. Food containing fats and carbohydrates are also called energy giving foods. Proteins are needed for the growth and repair of our body. Foods, see at page number 12. Proteins are often called bodybuilding foods. So children, fats and carbohydrates are energy giving food and protein is known as bodybuilding food, which we already seen previously. Now, vitamins help in protecting our body against diseases. Vitamins also help in keeping our eyes, bones, teeth and gums healthy. Vitamins are different kinds known by different names. Some of these are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and K. There is also a group of vitamin called vitamin B complex. Our body needs all types of vitamin in small quantities. Vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. Vitamin C helps our body to fight against many diseases. Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. Foods that are rich in different vitamins are shown in figure 2.6 to figure 2.9. Now students, vitamins are needed in a small quantity. They help us protect from diseases, and help us to keep our eyes, bones, teeth, and gums healthy. There are two main types of vitamins. Water soluble vitamin such as vitamin B and vitamin C, and fat soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. Now we will study about some of the important vitamins, their functions and sources. Vitamin A keeps our eyes and skin healthy, and some of the important sources of are mango, pumpkin, carrot, milk, and fish oil. Vitamin B is essential for various functions of our body, and some of the important sources are wheat, rice, fruits, fish, eggs, and nuts. Vitamin C fight against many diseases, and some of the important sources are amla, guava, orange, lemon, and tomato. Vitamin D help our body to use calcium for bones and teeth, and some of the important sources of are eggs, milk, butter, fish, and sunlight. Yes, our body can prepare vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. Understood? Now we will study about minerals. Minerals are needed by our body in small amounts. Each one is essential for proper growth of body and to maintain good health. Some sources of different minerals are shown in figure 2.10. Most food items usually have more than one nutrient. You may have noticed this while recording your observation in table 2.2. However, in a given raw material, one particular nutrient may be present in much larger quantity than in others. For example, rice has more carbohydrates than other nutrients. Thus, we say the rice is a carbohydrate-rich source of food. So, students, minerals are also needed by our body in a small amount. They are essential for proper growth and to maintain good health. For example, we get calcium from eggs and milk. We get iron from apple, green leafy vegetables such as palak, fish, raisins such as kishmish. We get iodine from iodized salt, fish, palak, and ginger means adrak. We get phosphorus from rice, milk, banana, and chilies such as mirch. Do you remember that the nutrient, dietary fibers, or water and water are different components of food? Till now, we have studied about nutrients. We will now study about dietary fibers and water. Beside these nutrients, our body needs dietary fibers and water. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Roughage is mainly provided by plant products in our foods. Whole grains and pulses, potatoes, fresh fruits, and vegetables are main sources of roughage. Roughage does not provide any nutrient to our body, but is an essential component of our food and adds to its bulk. This helps our body get rid of undigested food. So students, dietary fibers helps in us in digestion of food, and whole grains and pulses vegetables such as potatoes, spinach, radish, carrot, lady's finger, and fresh fruits are some of the sources of dietary fibers. Understood, students? Students, let's come at page number 14. Let's now study about water. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. It also helps in throwing out some wastage from our body as urine and sweat. Normally, we get most of the water that our body needs from the liquids we drink, such as water, milk, and tea. In addition, we add water to most cooked foods. Let's see if there is any other source which provide water to our body. Water helps our body to absorb nutrients from our food. It also helps in throwing out some wastage from body as urine and sweat. We get water from liquids we drink such as water, milk and tea from cooked food such as dal and fresh fruits and vegetables. And students, you have to do activity 3 from yourself. So students, now I am going to end this session. We will see balanced diet and deficiency diseases in next session. Okay.